So you've spent months working on your dream product, and now is the time to release it into the world. So today we're going to be talking go-to-market strategy. So the next step is to figure out how you're going to market your product. That is, get it in the hands of people who will actually use it and find it valuable. The best way to do this is to create a go-to-market strategy. So this is really a plan for how you will get your product out into the real world in a scalable way so that a lot of people who are your target customers can access and use your product. Now, when it comes to anything that has to do with marketing, it really comes down to the fundamentals. So here are 5 ways or 5 tips to create your go-to-market strategy. The first one is identifying who's your target customer. Think about the ICP. We talked about the ideal customer profile at the very beginning. It's coming all back now. Really, you're focusing on who is going to buy your product. And then make sure that everyone in your team understands who this persona is and incorporates that in their marketing efforts. The second really crucial thing is pricing strategy. So this is essentially determining how much your customers are willing to pay for your product. And this again goes down to where you're positioning your product and your ideal customer profile, because if it is too high, people are not going to pay for it. If it's too low, you may not actually make enough money to get to profitability. And the third is to create a distribution plan. A distribution plan really is a way for your customers to find your product easily when they're looking for it. Fourth, create advertising campaigns and sales funnels to tell your customers why they need your product in their lives right now and why it's better than what's out there in the market. And don't just say, don't just focus on your features. Try to sell by value, because really nobody cares about your product yet, right? They care about themselves. So convey the message in a way where it adds value to them instead of selling features. So while your go-to-market strategy and just putting this together is quite a massive undertaking, here are some fundamental things that you should make sure your go-to-market plan has. Understanding your customers. So while building your go-to-market plan is actually quite a massive undertaking, prepare yourself in a way so that you are comprehensive in your analysis before you approach building a go-to-market plan. Number 1, understanding your personas. Who are your customers? Where do they live? What do they do? What are their problems and why do they need your product? Number 2, understanding your competitors. Who are your competitors? How do they position themselves in the market? And how does that affect the decision that customers are going to be making when they come across your product? How strong is their brand? How strong is your brand? How are you differentiating yourself and finding a way to insert yourself into the customer's mind and thinking about you when they're making their buying decisions? Number 3, understanding the market trends. How has the market changed over the last few years, months, or even weeks, which may impact how successful your business model is going to be? Are there new technologies or advancements that can aid or hinder your ability or your customer's ability to utilize your product? For example, COVID was a strong deciding factor for whether your business is going to be successful or not. For example, if you were selling an in-person service, it was difficult. But the advancement of remote working and Zoom and so on has really helped companies that were able to take advantage of that and really propelled during the COVID timeframe. So these are some of the ideas to keep in mind.